every now and then, just when we think that we have seen it all and heard it all, some crazy bitch throws a wrench into the mix and makes us question everything that we thought we knew. This is the story of one of those crazy bitches. Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So greatly appreciated. Truly is. Before we get started, let me give you my usual disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Please do not take what I say as fact. Please always do your own research and come to your own conclusions. Next, if you have not liked, subscribed, or commented yet, please consider doing so. It really helps me out, and I really appreciate it when you guys do that for me. Okay. So, major trigger warning. This is a very difficult case to listen to. There's a lot of twists and turns, but it's not easy. And the facts are horrible. So, let me tell you that before we move forward, I would suggest thinking twice. But if you're ready, buckle up. 24-year-old Shad Rock Therion was born on September 7th, 1997 in Green Bay, Wisconsin, to parents Tara and Michael. He had two sisters and a brother. He enjoyed camping, games, and spending time with his family. He was described as a very kind and compassionate person that always thought about others before himself. He was a very talented artist, and he enjoyed wood carving. Shad was seeing or dating, but definitely sleeping with 24-year-old Taylor Schabusiness. Schabusiness. She was actually born Taylor Coronado before changing her name to Schabusiness. According to Taylor's Facebook page, she has a little boy that was born in 2021, and she has a husband named Warren Schabusiness. Warren Schabusiness is currently incarcerated on unrelated charges. So, little Miss Tay-Tay, she has a pretty extensive rap sheet as well. She was arrested in June of 2020 and charged with battery or threat to a law enforcement officer and resisting or obstructing an officer. She was found guilty after pleading no contest and sentenced to 3 years probation and 60 days in jail. In August of 2020, she was charged with bail jumping and resisting an officer. The bail jumping charge was dismissed, though. Also in August of 2020, she was charged with misdemeanor possession of paraphernalia, resisting an officer, and felony fleeing from an officer in a vehicle. She was sentenced to 2 years probation in that case. February 21st, 2022, at around 9:30 p.m., Taylor picks Shad up in her minivan, and they go over to Taylor's apartment with a friend. This was confirmed by Shad's mother, Tara, because this was also the last time that she saw her son alive. While the three were hanging out at Taylor's apartment, Taylor shoots Shad up with a drug called trazodone, and that's used to treat major depressive order. They also do some meth, and they smoke some marijuana. When Taylor's friend finally leaves, Taylor and Shad decide to go back to Shad's mother's house to hang out in the basement. And this was late Monday night or early Tuesday morning. February 23rd, 2022. So this was Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022 at either 2:30 or 3:30 in the morning. Tara is woken up when she hears her storm doors slam and she sees Taylor driving off in her car. Up to this point, the two had been in the basement together, and Tara says that she heard them talking and hanging out. But Tara decides to get up and to go check on her son to see if he was still in the basement or if he had left with Taylor. She walks past the basement door. She sees the light on, so she goes down the steps. Okay. Real quick, this is where I'm going to advise you again that you guys need to either buckle up or sign off because it's about to get real. So, Tara goes into the basement. She starts looking around, calling for her son, but nothing. So, she decides to go back to bed. As she's heading up the steps, she spots a bucket near the steps with a towel over it, and it's completely out of place. She doesn't even know where it came from. So, she decides to go back down the steps. She walks over to the bucket. She pulls the towel off the bucket, and she sees her son's head inside the bucket staring back at her. I can't even begin to imagine the pain and the horror that she experienced in that moment and ever since. Nobody deserves that. No person deserves that. No mother deserves that. No father deserves that. This is awful. Awful. Nobody should ever bury a child, but nobody should ever have to do it in this way. She grabs the phone. She calls 911. When police show up, they walk into a bloodbath. They see the head in the bucket and blood covering a nearby mattress. Inside the bucket, officers also find male organs, body fluid, and 2 knives. Other body parts were found in the basement in shopping bags along with a bread knife. They also found an upper torso with many cuts on it, several internal organs, and a carving knife in a storage bucket in the basement. There was blood observed around a stand-up shower in the basement with numerous blood droplets visible on the concrete floor in front of the shower. There was also evidence of drug paraphernalia on top of an entertainment center in the basement that included a glass pipe and a little bag with a light-colored powder inside of it that's believed to be the meth. Okay, so I'm not sure how Tara missed all of this the first time, but if I had to guess, I would venture to say that either, number one, it was in the middle of the night. She was probably half asleep. She probably just looked around real quick and didn't see anything. On top of, there's no chance in hell that that's where her mind was going. Like, there's no chance in hell that when she was down there, her mind was going to that dark place about her child. It just wasn't. So she also wasn't looking for something like that. She tells police that the last person he was with was Taylor Schabusiness and gives them all of the information that she knows about her. Police head over to Taylor's home. When they get there, they immediately start searching her van. Inside the van, they find a crock pot that is behind the driver's seat on top of a laundry basket full of clothes. Inside the crock pot is additional body parts, including a leg. As this is going on, Taylor walks outside. She's wearing black sweatpants and a black hoodie, and she's covered in dried blood. Walks up to them like this is completely normal and asks them what they're doing there. When the police ask Taylor if she knows why they're there, her response to them is, because of my warrant. Not quite, Taylor, not quite, but it's a good guess. They end up taking her down to the station, and then once there, they observe a cut on her left thumb and scratches down her arm. When they question her about that, she tells police that they were self-inflicted. Could they be? Of course they could be. They're probably not, but they could be. They also observe a red substance on her hands that's believed to be blood. They begin talking to Taylor about Shad, and she tells them that, yes, she does know the victim. When they begin talking to her about Shad and the head in the bucket, her response to them is, quote, "That was pretty fucked up," end quote. Sure was, Taylor. When they ask her what happened, her response to them is, quote, "That's a good question," end quote. Yeah, we know. That's why we're asking you. She claims she blacked out and she doesn't remember. She tells them that her and Shad were smoking the bitch, referring to meth, and claims that she blacked out, even though she later switches gears and gives police a play-by-play of the events that took place that evening. Then at one point she starts laughing and she tells officers, quote, "Have fun finding all the body parts," end quote. Okay, so this is Taylor's account of what happened. She says that about 5 minutes after the two arrived back at Tara's house, Shad's mother's house, Shad took out 2 chain link dog collars to use during sex. She claims that this is not something new for them, that they would use strangulation during sex quite often. She goes on to say that Shad put the collars around his neck and laid face down in the bed. Taylor got on top of him, and then she says that she went crazy and she began pulling the chains tighter and tighter. She says that she could feel Shad's heart beating as she was choking him, but so she just kept pulling and choking him harder, just watching his face, going on to say that he just wouldn't die. She claims that she blacked out halfway through, and when she woke up, she decided to just keep going. Plus, she wanted to see what would happen, as if she didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know what was going to happen? She says that it took him about 3 to 5 minutes to pass, but when he turned purple and blood came out of his mouth, she knew that he was dead. But it doesn't end there. It doesn't even kind of end there, guys, if you can believe this. We are just getting started, my friends. After Shad is dead, Taylor says that she played with his body for 2 to 3 hours. She gave him oral. She gave him a BJ. Then she got the fake version of the male part and she put it in his mouth and she put it in his, down there. She said that she was in the basement with Shad Tuesday night, and Wednesday morning up until Tara heard the storm doors slam. She says that she never meant to kill Shad, so she was not prepared for the cleanup. She says that she meant to bring all the body parts with her, but she got lazy, stating, "I can't believe I forgot the head." As if she's disappointed in herself for forgetting the head. When describing the dismemberment, she says she walked into the kitchen, she grabbed 3 knives, she came back downstairs, she pulled Shad towards the end of the bed, she got the bucket to catch the blood, and as the bucket would fill up, she would walk over to the shower in the basement and she would dump it. She tells police that she liked the bread knife best because of its serrated edges. It was the easiest to use. And she asks police, "Have you ever loved something so much that you had to kill it? No, no, Taylor. No, I haven't. Because typically, just from my experience, when you love something, you don't you don't kill it. You keep it safe. Call me crazy. That's just my experience. I don't know. Taylor was arrested, obviously, and charged with intentional homicide, mutilating a SA, and held on a $2 million bail. She pled not guilty by reason of insanity.
All right, guys, so let's chat really quick about Warren Schabusiness because he is standing by his wife and it's insane. Okay, for context, Warren Schabusiness is in prison on unrelated charges. I told you that, right? Okay, but nothing like his wife. After Warren graduated, he became heavily involved in drugs. He started doing heroin and opiates. He went into a drug program, he completed the program, and then he got out. While on probation, he began robbing homes. So one night he robs a home, and when the police catch up to him, he tells them that he swallowed 25 1 milligram tablets of Xanax. At this point, he had no job, so robbing homes was his only means of income. And if it wasn't for his issues with drugs, he probably would have been a good guy. He probably, if he didn't have issues with the drugs, he probably could have worked hard and made something of himself. But he didn't. He chose this route. So the victim in this is just a random person. It was a random home burglary. Nothing went wrong, the only thing really was that he went into the home, he stole firearms, he stole family heirlooms, and he stole a laptop from the victim that actually had files from their father's time in the military. However, Warren actually ended up coming around. He worked with police, and the prosecutor says that he helped them recover all the firearms and he helped them recover the majority of the things that were taken from the victim that night. So he's not a bad guy. So the fact that oh God, so the fact that he is going so hard for his wife, it just doesn't make sense to me. All right. And on top of this, it's all getting posted to Facebook. How are you posting on Facebook? All right, let me read this to you. Okay. He writes a post. To make sure my queen knows that no matter what, if we're apart or not, that I will do whatever necessary to get her back to me. Never will I give up on her, nor will I ever lose confidence in our Schabusiness empire. My word has been my word to her. My word to her will never change. She knows better than anyone that I mean what I say and I say what I mean. Now, baby, I promise you that I'm going to be coming to get you. It's your golden year, and best believe you'll be in my arms for it. Baby, stay strong and always know that your king knows how to do one thing and one thing only. That's right, what we know best. The Schabusiness shuffle hustle. Now calm down, smile, and tell yourself with confidence that you're doing a good job. It's only a matter of time before you're home. Until then, know that I'm here for you. Never have or will I give up on us. We will get through this obstacle struggle together, baby girl. It's been tough not having you by my side, but you're what motivates me to stay sane, because nothing or no one could ever replace the feeling I get when I'm next to your sexy ass. For really though, be ready, because I'm gonna come get you soon. I promise, baby. I love you and I miss you so much, beautiful. Love, Poppy Schabusiness. I'm just super taken back by the fact that he's saying these things to somebody that did such horrible things to somebody else. Is it just me? Is this just me? Then on November 25th, 2022, a letter that Warren wrote to Taylor gets posted on Facebook. Again, I don't know how these things are getting posted, but they're getting posted. And it says, babe, I look at our pictures every day. They keep me motivated, take my bitterness away, plus keep a smile on my face. The world don't know us for who we are. They don't know our struggles. We struggle with mental illness, postpartum, bipolar, and addiction. Play a big part in our choices we've made. Play a big part in our choices we've made. People probably want to know what happened February 23rd, 2022. Drugs were given to Taylor Schabusiness from Shad while at his house. Yes, he is dead now, which I am sorry for him and his family. The truth is, though, drugs should have never been given to my wife. Because it's the drugs that caused her to do what she did.
Stop it. Get some help.
But yet, Shad isn't at any fault here. And he's the one who provided her with the illegal drugs. I just hope one day my wife will make it home. I hope she never will, if you want to know the truth. And now I question you, Warren. I just hope one day my wife will make it home, because she doesn't deserve to be locked up forever. She's still the mother of our son, Mate King Schabusiness. She's still my beautiful wife, and I want the world to know she's not who the news makes her out to be. With this being said, please don't judge. I'm judging. I'm judging. Because there's always two sides to every story, and I promised you, if you knew my wife like I know my wife, you wouldn't think or believe she could ever do what has been done. She said she did what was done. She gave details about how she did what she did. She also gave details that she was the one that gave the stuff to Shad. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, up. I'm thinking maybe you should go back and relook at your wife's statements just one more time. It's just a suggestion. I know my wife, you wouldn't think or believe she could ever do what has been done. But at the end of the day, she's still got a son and a husband who loves and cares about her more than anything in this world. Baby boo mates and I pray for you every day. We think about you nonstop, and we promise you we will always be here for you. No matter, because that's the Schabusiness way. Stay strong and get better soon. We need you, Mama Boo. We love you and miss you so much. Everything is going to be okay. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Free Taylor Schabusiness. Love always and forever. Mates and Warren Schabusiness. Warren Schabusiness. If you truly believe all of this, I'm so sorry for you. I think that you might want to go back and research your wife's case a little bit more because, yeah, you got a few things wrong, my friend. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you got a couple things wrong there, buddy. So you should, I think it's in your best interest to go back and review your wife's case a little bit. Okay there, buddy?
In May of 2022, Judge Thomas Walsh found that she was competent to stand trial after hearing from experts for the prosecution as well as for the defense. The defense hired another expert to do a review to determine if Taylor was truly competent to stand trial. This expert report would determine if the trial should move forward or if Taylor needs additional psychiatric treatment. Okay. Tuesday, February 14th, 2023. Taylor is in court with her lawyer, Quinn Jolly.
The competency hearing for Taylor Schabusiness started like any other. At question is her mental competency, whether she's able to understand the court proceedings and help with her defense.
He explains to the judge that his expert witness has not yet completed his report and asks that the judge give him 2 more weeks to complete it before making a final competency decision.
An expert hired by the defense was expected to testify Tuesday, but attorney Quinn Jolly said the doctor needed more time to complete his report.
Our doctor is requesting 2 additional weeks to finish preparation and evaluation of report.
Reluctantly, the judge, Thomas Walsh, agreed to postpone the trial.
I'll adjourn the trial. And I'm looking at week of May 15th for the trial.
The judge reluctantly agrees to postpone the hearing. It is at that point that Schabusiness gets up and attacks her lawyer, elbowing him in the face.
Stop it.
Deputies wrestle her to the ground and
Rachel, call.
Taylor, relax, Taylor.
Good, stop.
the courtroom is cleared.
Good, stop. Ma'am, stop. Just stop.
Taylor, it's me.
Oh, you have to go out, sir.
Taylor, settle down.
Clear the courtroom.
Taylor, settle down.
Yep.
Calm down, Mia. Calm
Go
down.
out.
Taylor, settle down. Taylor, settle down.
I love you.
Then, after quite a few minutes, Taylor calms down. She sits up and she asks, "What happened?"
Just relax. Are you hurt?
No.
You hurt anywhere? Your wrist?
No.
Let's see, you got some bruising.
No.
Any tingling in your fingers or feet or neck?
No.
Okay. Your vision okay?
To which deputies reply, "You attacked your lawyer." Is she playing? Maybe. Is she being for real? Maybe. I'm going to go with either one could absolutely be possible. So the judge shuts everything down. This is like 10 minutes into the court hearing. The judge decides to shut everything down, and Taylor's next court appearance is scheduled for March 6, 2023, with a trial date that is set to begin May 15th, 2023. So you all know I'll be following this one because I need to know how this plays out. I need to know, like yesterday, how this plays out. So, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell to travel down this crazy road with me because I can't do it alone. I need you guys to do it with me. Come with me, please. Please come with me. All right, if you're still here, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you and I appreciate you so, so, so very much. Please leave me a like and a comment. Let me know what you thought. And until next time, stay safe out there.